So it's Friday, just getting everything ready now, bit of cleaning up ready for the weekend, get the sales going again. We're going to have a quick look round, so we're going to have a look at what's been selling, a few new ones that have come in. We've not looked in one of the vans. On Sunday's video we're actually going to have a look at the auction, and a week or two ago we'd have a look at some vans that had gone through the auction, what the prices were doing, which they were high, they were expensive. So we'll see whether everything's sold or whether they didn't, and whether they're going back through. So that's coming up on Sunday's video. Nice one coming in. So we had a very quick look at this. This is a Swift Archway Rockingham. Now this is one of the special edition vans, so if you missed our video about special editions, that's popping up now, and that will sort of go through why special editions are really good. I like special editions. So this is 2017, it's 15495. It's got that nice end bed with a separate shower and toilet. You're supposed to wave in the mirror.
I don't want to wave in the mirror.
Can't believe you're not waving in the mirror. Now the big Swift, I was saying last week as well, we did a little review video on that, and they'd taken these little bits out of the mirrors, and I thought they'd just sort of missed a trick, I suppose. Not cut corners, they missed a trick.
Is that definitely an LED though?
So yeah, they've got two little LED strips, and I don't think this has got any power on, unfortunately. Or I could have shown you how that lights up, and it looks nice, and it's just a little feature. And we had to replace one of those a while ago, and they're expensive. So I can sort of understand why Swift aren't doing it. But that was nearly a £40,000 Caravan. So that Swift we'll have a look in a minute and see what you think, and let us know in the comments what you think. So nice one just come in. I think a good price range at 15495, and again, being the special edition, you get the little bits and pieces extras above and beyond the standard model, and it's got a mover. Nice clean tidy condition on the outside. So some of those extras, if you didn't go and look at the video that we did, is sort of external 230 volt sockets, external barbecue points, external locker under your bed, and then better upholstery, nicer upholstery. So this is one that they're working around just to get clean up now. Just potentially sold, but just waiting on finance on that one. The exclusive, so we'll have a look in that. The little Discovery has gone this week. I think we sold 9 vans this last week, so hopefully next week is as busy and it carries on, because it's been a good start. We've had rubbish weather as well, hasn't it? It's not been great weather, it's been a bit wet and windy, so hopefully the weather gets better. So that mirror, that's the mirror I was on about. Yeah,
the plain mirror.
Yeah. Now we had somebody looking at this we had a few people looking at this over the weekend, and the issue that we started to see slightly is this brand new. I'm going to throw some figures at you now.
Is your catch still working? Nobody's yanked on your catch?
I don't think anyone's yanked it off yet.
Okay then.
Nobody's yanked it off just yet.
Because you were talking about leaving it locked, weren't you?
Yeah, so I've left it open at the minute, and so far nothing has been damaged. Touch wood, touch wood. So this is the Challenger exclusive, and it is the 650. It is the 650, isn't it? It is, yeah. It is. So £37,000 brand new, and then with the motor movers there's about £2,000 worth of motor movers, so £39,000. It's now on at £29,000, so in 12 months it's lost £10,000. So that's the issue that you have buying the newer vans. This has lost £9,000, and I'm going to use an exact example here.
So are people worried about buying it and losing more?
No.
Is that what it is?
So what we've had is obviously where people have bought, and I'm going to use, she'll know because she watches the videos. I'm going to use her van as an example, because I can't remember what the other, there was another Swift, a fairly newish Swift that we'd sort of looked at as well, again another 2024, but I'd got a Unicorn Cabrera 2024, and they were looking to change. Now the Unicorn Cabrera was £32,000, and I've got a feeling that we bid 31,500. So again, that sort of lost £11,000 in 12 months. So this has lost 10 grand, theirs had lost 11. But actually, I was offering 21,500, so the price to change would have been 7,500. Now the difference between the Cabrera and this one, it was new, was about 7.5 grand. So if they'd have bought,
similar, yeah,
if they'd have bought this instead of the Bailey, they'd have initially paid out £7,500 more last year. So it's now costing them £7,500 more now to swap. So if
it's the same difference, really.
Yeah, and I think that's how you've got to look at it.
Yeah.
Whereas it looks and you go, oh my gosh, I've lost like 10 grand, 11 grand, but actually the cost to change is relative.
It's still the same.
Yeah, it's still the same.
So why were they looking to swap such a new van?
So just layout. I think this was a nice, big sort of nice van. I like this. I like it a lot. And the Cabrera
stands out on a site, doesn't it? Because it's different.
Does.
That's
what
I
again,
like,
with
something different.
The sides and everything.
I like the this metal strip on the cupboards. Is a really nice.
It's nice little details. Nice detail. Yeah. So we've got a nice Cabrera actually. Let's come in, and I think we had a quick look at it last week. And I've just got to find it. So we've got a nice 644 that's just come in. We'll have a look in this while we're going along.
This won't be here long, will it, Phoenix?
No, Phoenix, it's going to fly away. So 2023, so we've not looked in this at all because we did the video last week and it just didn't get in just in time. So yeah, very, very nice van. 19,995.
That's good buy, isn't it?
A cheap van again. So I think again it's going to fly away. So it's got the side island bed. It's the pulley outy side island bed. So yeah, nice van. But yeah, that sort of, for me, looking, that's how I do my sort of comparison of like, actually, what was that new last year? If mine's a 2024, what's the difference that I would have paid for that one? And actually, the cost to change was the same. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 7.5 grand. The cost to change, if I'd have bought that more expensive van last year, I'm paying out the same. So swings and roundabouts, which shows actually, it doesn't matter whether you buy a new Bailey, a new Swift, the depreciation is all about the same. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? That the sort of
well, it ought to be, hadn't it, really?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean that sort of one make is depreciating more or less than another make. And we do find that across a lot of the vans, that sort of the depreciation, it doesn't really matter what you buy. Little couple last week, first time, has never had a van before. They've bought the little Bailey Discovery, so a lightweight van. She says, what do you think this will be worth in 5 years' time? I said, well, I don't really know what it'd be worth, but what I can say is the way that the market will possibly go, the lighter weight vans will actually probably be a more sellable van in 5 years' time than your big sort of heavy ones, because obviously if it does go more electric, I know the cars will probably get heavier anyway, but if they don't and everyone goes to smaller ones, actually smaller lightweight vans in 5 years' time are probably going to hold the value as well as anything else that's out on the market. Again, I'm guessing, but that's how I feel. So another nice one, 2021, 19,995.
Wow,
again.
That's cheap, isn't it?
So again, a very...
Shouldn't it be 21,995? I think you're too cheap. I think this seems like more money than 20.
Yeah, it's, again, I think that's why we've been busy, is that we've
priced right.
If we've... Obviously the prices have changed, haven't they? So how we're buying in, it's then, our margin doesn't change. It just means that if the book value's gone down, it's all relative, so what the price is to sell out has gone down as well. So but yeah, nice van. This is really nice van. Again, full service, been really well looked after. Got motor movers on this as well, get a nice fridge freezer. have we got a battery? Oh, we have, look at that. And that brings us on to this week's tip, is it's a good time. We've had some not so great weather. Now this has got a solar panel on the roof and we're still up at 13.1 volts, but we've had some days where it's been a bit...
Oh, you're having a party?
We're having a party. So we've had some days where the weather's not been quite as nice, so your solar panel might not have been charging your battery up as well. So a good time to make sure your battery is in good condition, and again, maybe even now it might be a bit of a lull between using the van, so maybe worth taking the battery off the Caravan and giving a good proper charge at home on a proper dedicated charger. I don't think that's going to hurt, and it's going to just cycle that battery through, and it's a good point. This time of year now, people forget about the battery. They think, oh, it'll be fine, it was like we're going to use it in a couple of weeks time, but actually now as is important as through the winter to keep that battery charged up and in good condition. So that's our little tip for this week. Make sure your battery is in good condition. Again, anything under 12.3 volts is actually discharged. So if you look at your battery and you go, it's 12 volts, this is 13 by the way, but if you look at it and you go, it's 12 volts, that's perfect, that's discharged. It's anything over 12.3 there or thereabouts is in a good state of charge. Below that is actually discharged, so even 12 volts it needs charging up and it needs a good charge. So just something to think about. So another nice one, motor mover as well. Oh, steady, steady. Jumping out the van, jumping out the van. Few more that have gone. So the motorhome, the Corrado, the big Corrado, the Finesse 560. And a funny story, and I've used this a few times now. And this will be the second time that I've mentioned the customer as well. Sometimes we don't always get it right, or sometimes things crop up, and even if the van's not quite in warranty, we do our own warranty, so we'll sort of say to people, look, don't worry about your warranty period sort of thing, you're slightly out, but forget about that. Bring it in, we'll have a look at it, we'll sort it out for you if there's a bit of a niggling issue. We did that with a customer. They then ended up sort of coming to pick the van up and going, oh, like, brilliant, I'm really happy that you've managed to sort it and everything, and much appreciated. But I actually ended up coming in and buying another van. So that's why we try and look after sort of our customers. And some people go, oh blimey, if it's out of warranty, it's out of warranty, you shouldn't be messing about, you're going to lose money. And actually we're here to sort of, yeah, we're a business, but we want to make sure that we look after people. And again, sometimes if things have gone wrong and it's just out of anyone's hands, it can't be seen, we want to try and make sure things get put right. We can't always do everything, but we will always try our best. Another nice island bed at the back. We need to get the carpets up on this because the weather over the last couple of weeks has made them a bit mucky. Even though they were covered, this one's got a bit dirty. Take those up, I think. So again, we're just trying to go back through, but another nice one. This is a Challenger version. Nice island bed at the back. 22,995 I think this is. But yeah, sort of, so that just sort of shows our mentality of trying to make sure that we do the best that we possibly can. And again, we can't please everybody, but we'll always try our best. It comes back round in swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? So nice one. So Challenger again, we looked in that last week and that went over the weekend. Obviously the Adria, and that's about it for this week. I think there's a few more down that they're trying to get ready, going out now, and a few more part exchanges, and we've got a nice part exchange against that motorhome, some more of a van type. I think it's an Auto Trail V-Line 634 2020 that's coming in against that, so that'll be a nice one. A couple of weeks time we'll have that on show, and then hopefully we see you on Sunday's video. We'll see you then. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like button, hit us a comment, thumbs up, and then we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place.